Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or hello there if you're new. I'm Daniela, but you can call me Casa, and in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be redesigning Monster High characters. It's the spooky mode, so this is my Halloween special video. I've got some treats at the end of this video, so just stick around till the end to see the gifts that I have for you all for Halloween. And now let's get right into the video. The first character that I'm going to be designing is Dracula. So basically for the video, I started off by making a sketch of all three characters in like a group shot, and now I'm just going to be drawing them individually. I decided to do it in like different projects just so I'd have like a time lapse of all of them, and the video would be like a bit longer than it would usually be if I just like made the entire drawing in one project. So technically it's like a group shot, but the video I'm going to be designing all of them individually and then putting them in the group shot. I did this sketching in Flip-a-Clip because it has an amazing lasso tool that you could use to like move joints around from the ankle point, and I feel like it's good for moving joints, especially when you want to like pose something. So talking about the redesign, Dracula is Dracula's daughter, and she's a vampire just like her dad. She loves pink, and it's quite obvious as majority of her outfits in the show are like pink and black. For the redesign, I considered the fact that she has a bat form, and I incorporated lots of bats into her design, and I also kind of considered that the fact that she'd be transforming a lot when I was making the redesign, because she needs to wear something that wouldn't do a lot of revealing when she's transforming. So yeah, looking back at her redesign, I feel like there were so many things I could have done, like giving her a like really cute outfit and still like stuck to the motif of her changing into her bat form, but I do kind of like how it looks, even if I feel like I could have done better. For her pose, I kind of made her to be holding up her cape to give that mysterious kind of vibe, plus it's like a vampire thing, so yeah. The next character I'm going to be redesigning is Frankie. So a bit of a backstory here. I first watched Monster High when I was like still little. It was a 2D animated cartoon, I think, and Frankie then had black and white hair, and I don't really remember the plot or what happened in the show that I watched as a child, but I do know that Frankie has electricity flowing in her veins, and she did lose control of it a lot. For the drawing, I used the 3D cartoon Frankie as reference, and for the 3D version, they changed her hair a bit, and that's why it has like multiple colors and not just like white and black. I do kind of wish that I stopped to do 2D design, but I think Frankie still turned out nicely. For her outfits, I wanted to go with insulators because, you know, to prevent electrical accidents from happening every now and then. Thinking about it now, I should have given her those like nurse-me type of fur coats with like a mini skirt, and I feel like Frankie would have totally eaten that. Oh well, I gave her a sweater with the high school logo and a skirt. I also gave her leg warmers for further insulation, and for her pose, I made her be fixing a loose thread on her sweater, and she's significantly taller than Dracula but shorter than Claudine in my redesigns, for reasons I'll get into in the next redesign. Try not to look at the hands for too long because it really doesn't make any sense, but we don't talk about hands on this channel. And I did try to add textures to the sweater and the skirt, and I know that it did not work out in any way, but I just kind of left it there because it's better than nothing, so don't talk about that as well. Anyways, that's it for Frankie's redesign. Let me know what you think about her in the comments. Okay, so moving on, for the last character, I drew Claudine. So Claudine is a werewolf, and I like to think I was like kind of drawing a furry because I don't know, it just felt like it. What do you call all this like half furry, half human OCs? Is it humanoids? Kitsune? I don't know. But yeah, whatever that's called, that's what I drew here because I did include her werewolf ears, I think. And yeah, basically she's a furry. I literally gave her a head full of hair because in her main design she literally has so much fur and so much hair. I struggled a lot with drawing her hair too, but I think it turned out okay, I think. I also made her the tallest because we're not about to compare a character that literally shapeshifts with the other two. And moreover, she's a wolf, so she's gonna be significantly bigger than the two, logically. She looks around Frankie's height because of the pose, but in the real sense, she's actually taller than Frankie. And about the pose, I gave her that pose because she's like looking at the hair she shed and all four, I'm not really sure, but one of the two, and she's just like horrified. So she's a werewolf, of course she's doing a lot of shedding, but this one is like probably humongous and she's just like, you know, terrified. So it is just an exaggerated distress pose. Her bones are alright. She's fine, she can stand properly. When I showed the finished drawing to my best friend, he like made jokes about her leg, and I didn't even bother explaining because he'd just keep laughing. Anyways, for her outfit, I felt like having fur and so much body hair would surely make her sweat a lot, and so it's just like better for her to have a simple outfit that lets air in and lets you know, the bad air out. So I gave her those nets of shoulder tops in white because the white reflects light, and then I gave her like a colored singlet underneath. And for her skirt, I made it like short so it's not in too much. Notice how I drew too many hands in this video and I didn't run away from it. Very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. But for real, it was pure torture. Anyways, as I was drawing, I was like constantly like comparing the characters together, trying to see if they did fit in well together and if overall the scaling was still right, just so I wouldn't make any mistakes. I'm not quite sure if I've said this already, but I absolutely love how I rendered the characters in all of these illustrations. They turned out like really nice. I love how Claudine turned out, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. And that's it for Claudine. Okay, now we're moving down to the background. I imported a sketch of my characters because you always want a height reference, and you just want a character model when you're doing backgrounds because you do not want the background to be way bigger than the characters, or the characters to be way too small for the background, or like it just being a completely different skill from the character if it's not what you're going for intentionally. So you really want to avoid that. So for the background, I'm doing like a Halloween party, but it's just like, you know, maybe for just like Monster High characters, but it's basically like a Halloween party background. There's a table with some treats and just like pumpkins littered all over, and I just think it's like really nice. I literally started working on this video like last year around September or October because I wanted to post it for the spooky month as my Halloween special, but I ended up not completing it last year. I did complete all the characters last year, but I think I completed it late, but I never really got to doing the background, so this is like the only recent drawing I made for this video. The other three were from last year, and the background is like the only thing I did this year. So on the table there are like 3 pumpkins, and initially I just wanted it to be like random, nothing really special about it, but later on I got the idea to personalize each pumpkin, so like the 3 characters in the scene would have like their own pumpkin. Maybe it was a pumpkin carving contest, and they were just like carving pumpkins for themselves, and later on they would get judged or something like that. So I kind of incorporated personalities to each of them. The one closest to Claudine is Claudine's own, the one closest to Dracula is Dracula's pumpkin, and the one closest to Frankie is Frankie's pumpkin. Dracula's pumpkin though isn't quite visible in the last piece, in the final piece, but for each of the pumpkins, starting from Claudine's, I gave it like cat ears, werewolf ears, whatever you like to call it, but it's more like cat ears. I wanted to make it like a furry pumpkin because she's a furry, so regardless of the species, she's a furry. I saw the idea from Pinterest and I just kind of felt like it would really match Claudine. Dracula's own, I gave it bat wings because, well, that's her motif. And for Frankie's own, I made it have like blue lights from the eyes, so just like say more about her power. I feel like I could have done so much more with the lighting of the background, but I ended up just making it like a night scene, and I think it's quite okay, even if I could have like gone overboard with it and made it like spooky and scary, but I think it's fine. So I merged the final thing together, like all the characters and all the backgrounds together with Canva, because while Spinx was reducing the quality of every single artwork that I made, the quality came out amazing with Canva. So here's the finished piece. Do let me know what you think about it in the comments, and which of the characters was your favorite character. Oh, and by the way, I have some free Halloween phone wallpapers linked in the description below if you'd like to check that out and support me. Most of them are free, and there's some like paid $1 wallpapers there, so I do hope you like them. I'm also open for custom wallpaper commissions for just like $1, and also like some other regular art commissions, so you could email me nalcasa13@gmail.com if you want a custom wallpaper commission or just like a regular commission. If you can't, then it's totally fine. You can always just download the free wallpapers and support me on Ko-fi as well, and that'll be cool. Watching this video alone means the world to me, so thank you so much for your support. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Which design do you like best? Which was your favorite character in the show? I think Claudine is my favorite redesign, but let me know what yours is in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Do have a blessed day, and bye!